Welcome back, adventurers. I'm Keith with Explore Nomad, where we believe in living life off the grid. Today, I want to go over 15 key items you need to build and have ready your own customized go bag or bug out bag. Some people call it a bob. In today's COVID environment, we're really in a sheltered home situation. It's not really a get out of Dodge scenario. However, even though we are a sheltered home COVID situation, that doesn't stop fires from occurring, hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, even some of these protests that are going on. You might actually want to get out of town for a little bit. These things still occur, and now is probably a great time while you're at home anyway to get ready in case an emergency occurs, so you're ready before it happens. So right now, let me go over the 15 key items or categories of what you really need that your family should have if you need to leave quickly in case of an emergency. I've broken them down into these kind of basics, and then you can expand on those and customize it based upon your individual needs. Number one, you want to go ahead and pack a copy or an original of your critical documents, and we'll go over what those are. I like to make sure I'm carrying some cash with me, and I'm not talking about $100 bills because nobody's going to have change. They're not going to take a check, and if power's out, they're not going to take your credit card. So I'm talking about 20s, 5s, smaller denominations. You're going to need a bag to carry this in. I like to stay pretty lightweight, one or maybe two bags per person, and you can grab, they're pre-packed, throw them in your car, and leave in case of an emergency. A year ago, we had fires. I live in California, and we actually had evacuated in 5 minutes. We ended up being gone for 3 or 4 days, so it's a really good thing that we already had this ready, and we were actually out in 5 minutes when we found out a fire was occurring at 2 a.m. in the morning right outside our house. Along with this critical documents cache and a bag to carry everything in, there's some other basics like food and water. So we're going to go over some basic food you might want to keep packed, rations, and a supply of water or water containers. I also pack a first aid kit, about 3 to 5 days worth of clothing, just basic clothing you need based upon your region and where you live, time of year. Nowadays, I actually carry some PPE with me, N95 masks, goggles, some other things that you might want to carry. I also carry a portable shelter. This can be a tent, it can be a tarp. I tend to go pretty lightweight. As I said, I like to stick down to 1 or 2 bags. I also pack something called an emergency survival kit. So it's really a small box of useful tools that you could need in case of an emergency situation. I carry a light multi-tool. I definitely carry a couple light sources, probably a headlamp and then a mobile flashlight. I try to keep everything rechargeable, batteries if possible. And then I bring a small cook set and cooking utensils and some basic small like camping pots and pans. I also carry a computer bag that carries all of my mobile office, which I go over actually in a different seminar, how to have your entire home office packed into one case. And then there's item 15, which I call other items that I'd be remiss if I didn't go over because everyone's a little bit different. I've got friends who are more urbanites. They're looking to find a bed and breakfast or a Airbnb to stay at for a few days during an emergency out of town, to full-on zombie apocalypse guys who are more like the people from Alone on the History Channel that want to pack for 100 days of living in the wilderness. We'll cover the 15 main categories, and I'll go over a little bit on the other items that you might want to do to customize your own bag to your own unique situation. So without further ado, let's get at it.